What's up, guys? BrownieBits here, and I'm bringing you a brand new episode in BrownieLand. And we're a little bit behind as far as the books go. That we've actually covered that one. We've got episode 12, where Mr. Neeson DK mentioned the introduction of Patterson's pallets, packaging, and ports. I think that's it. And then also WildGoat made this comment as well. I'm just running through these all real quickly. We have episode 13 where Christopher Wildly said, "I like your added data table." And Mr. Neeson, DK, said, "I like how the town is beginning to turn out." And finally, on episode 14, the last episode, Mr. Neeson, DK, mentioned he liked the spring, which I'm thinking he's talking about the fountain. And he said, yes, there is way too much cobble on the farm storage, which I agree, and I actually changed a little bit. And then J Lego Monkey said, what an awesome idea using shulker boxes. I like it. Yes, shulker boxes are a fantastic thing. And yeah, I think we should get into this episode. We are going to be working on a couple things today, but the first project is we're going to be right here. And we're going to start a mine. So I'll get some work done on this guy, and I will be right back.
This is the perfect time to try to find people when you're running around in Minecraft world. Hey, there's a town over there. Let's go over here. Please tell me there's no more creepers. Help!
Hello?
Help!
Oh, hey, hello.
Hey! Guess what?
Who are you?
There's a creeper over there.
There's a creeper over there. We eradicated
it's really
this
far.
town.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I brought a pest with me. I'm WildGoat.
I'm BrownieBits.
Sorry. I'm kind of invading areas here. I need help, though, because I have problems with not just creepers. I have a zombie problem.
You have a zombie problem? Well, we took care of a major zombie problem over here in this town not too long ago.
Yay! Somebody who knows what they're doing.
So, welcome to Aluwek.
Oh, this is so cool!
Yeah, this is our little town. There's some work that we're still doing. Like, this is going to end up being mines. We're just trying to start to design this.
I didn't know that was open. You fell down in there, and I was like, "Where are you going?"
Yeah, it's down one, but it's okay. We've got a major industry set up here, and working to make it a little bit bigger of an industry. Alright, so that was a kind of a weird encounter. If you want to see the full episode, I will link it down below. I don't know if she'll have it out by the time this video comes out, but if you want to see her video where I go over and help her out with some work in her world, make sure you go check her out, and definitely go and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button over there on her channel. She's a fantastic content creator. And somebody that I look forward to actually working with in the future. And there we go. I've actually kind of changed this a little bit, but I think we've got it now. I think this is looking pretty darn nice. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be the entrance. And I don't know, do I want it? And I did not mean to do that. That's a good question. Because what I could end up doing is having it be brought in pretty darn far. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting thing to figure out. But I can have this thing come in pretty darn far into the middle of this. And then we can actually have it kind of be a little like storage area and stuff. All right. And guys, this episode is episode number 15 on this Let's Play. And I'm really excited because we are 10 episodes away from doing a world download. And this is going to be the first time that you guys are going to be able to actually see the world that I'm playing in and build in it alongside of what I've done. So I'm really excited to see if you got what you guys will end up doing with it. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. When it does come up, make sure that if you do have any, if you do work in it, make sure you do send me screenshots of what you're doing. You can do it over Twitter, and you can find me on Twitter at BrownieBits450 if you are not already following me there. Or you can always join my Discord, which there is a link down below in the description. So make sure you hit that place up, because that's another really awesome place that you can find me. And I do some chatting with everybody in there. I also have opportunities where I have like question and answers, which actually, to start off the new year, I figured we would do. So I want to go ahead and jump into a quick question and answer session. Nothing too crazy. I think it's going to be a good way to start off this new year. By the way, Happy New Year. It is New Year's Day. I hope everybody had a wonderful night celebrating the ball dropping and everything along those lines. I know I definitely will, because this is obviously coming out well before, or I'm obviously recording this well before I have anything to do that night. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out. I think I could move it to there. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, because yeah, that's gonna be so much better. Okay, let's throw you right there, and then we can put the yeah, okay, oops. Okay, that's fine. We can figure something out for up here, I'm sure. Oh yeah, we'll figure something out. I'm not too worried about it right now. So let's get into this question and answer session right off the bat. Oops. All right. So the first one, I didn't bring it up. Okay, so the first one, and this was entirely on my Discord. So again, if you are interested in kind of getting some insider scoop with that stuff, it is open to the public, so anybody can join, as long as you follow the rules, obviously, which I have in place. It's the same rules as my channel, so nothing too crazy at all. So the first one comes from a wondering nerd, a good friend of mine, also on the Odium server, and his question is, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? And naturally, my question back to him is, what do you mean? African or European? Good Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail reference right there. Thank you for that, my friend. Definitely made me laugh quite a bit. The next one comes from 213 Panda. How long have you and BrownieLand been friends? And I'm going to have to answer this in a kind of different way. We have been internet friends for, I would say we've been somewhat friends since he joined the Odium server. But one thing that you do have to keep in mind is that I watched his channel quite a lot to start off with. And for those of you that don't know, on Twitch, BrownieLand is a streamer that was one of my favorite people to watch. On Twitch, just somebody that I would jump into. I still try to jump into his streams every once in a while, though. It's kind of gotten hectic for me lately, so I haven't had as much time during the times that he's available. So hopefully I'll be able to do some more watching of his streams, because I definitely do enjoy his content. Very, very entertaining guy to watch. And then he also asks, what is your favorite build in Odium? And that's a tough one because Odium is such a wide range in projects. So, I mean, like, obviously people have built some crazy amazing stuff, and I'm super jealous that I didn't think of some of these things. As far as my builds go, my favorite one would probably be either the church that I'm currently working on, which has turned out just absolutely fantastic. Either that one or that's a really tough one as far as my projects go. I did enjoy the tree project. That was definitely fun. Okay, and I think we're going to go right here as far as, well, first off, let's see. And then I do want to mention, overall, that's also really difficult. One that kind of stems from not from somebody else that I definitely love is the world project that a Wandering Nerd did. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I do have to go one more. Or I could open it up right here. I might just do that, actually. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Okay. Anyways, so the world project Wandering Nerd did is definitely fantastic. The build that Wallace did in Salem is freaking awesome. The well, the schoolhouse is awesome, but the creature from another dimension tearing up that house is definitely one of the coolest builds I've ever seen. So that's definitely really awesome. But yeah, it's tough because there's so many really awesome projects in that. Yeah. So let's do that and that and that. And I don't have any more wood on me. Okay. The next question is from YDYT, who asks, where is Cookie Chunks? And I'm going to skip that one because Cookie Chunks is not relevant right now. Cookie Chunks, for those of you that don't know, is one of my bots on my Discord as well as on Twitch. Be nice to Cookie Chunks, everybody. Cookie Chunks is definitely a good friend. But I will not tell you where Cookie Chunks is. And then the other one is why Odium and not Weedium. And for that one, I'm going to have to pass off to Crafting Mantis. So if you want to know that, go ahead and ask her. It's actually, Odium is actually means togetherness, I believe. So I think that's why she chose it. So pretty cool name. Yeah, so then this is actually going to be the center, this portion right here. And this is where we're going to see that hole that is going to be where the miners would drop in tools and that type of stuff. Okay. Next question. Why, from a Wandering Nerd again, why are cookies better than brownies? Minecraft has cookies, but no brownies. And I put a thumbs down reaction on this guy, or on that question, because we all know that cookies are not better than brownies. Brownies are the absolute best. And when I get my my resource pack all finished up, the cookies are actually going to be brownies. So there you go. Oh man, good times. But again, cookies are not as good as brownies. Brownies are way better. Come on, get with the program. All right, and on to Sassy Rogue, who asks a series of questions, which is going to take a little while to answer, but I'm all okay with, because I think she has some really interesting questions that I don't think I've ever really been answered, or have answered on my channel before. So I'm definitely excited to answer these. So, first one. Sassy Rogue asks, where do you get your inspiration for builds? And that's going to be a combination of places. So when I look, first off, I have mentioned before that I get a lot of inspiration from lore. So like this place, you know, that has a big, huge backstory to it. This building has an interesting backstory to it. The reason this town exists has, you know, there's a reason this town exists. And I'm actually working on the lore, which once the world download comes up, I should have a little like lore story for this to download. So definitely check that out whenever that happens. So I get a lot of inspiration from lore, from coming up with stories based off of the area, and that gives me a kind of a better idea as far as how and why the building that I'm working on exists, if that makes sense. And so I make it to be that way because I want there to be a reason that the building exists. And if there's a reason the building exists, then, you know, obviously I'm going to be building it. So that's part of the reason where I get inspiration. The other one, I like to get inspiration based off of the build style. So like currently in Odium, we are working on the Nordic village. So I went and looked up Nordic buildings to get kind of an idea of how that build style, and I came across a church there in Iceland, which is actually, I think it's actually the largest church. And then I also, there was another Icelandic church that I found. That is the other building I worked on with Wallace that I got inspiration from as well. And that, so basically all of that is where, darn it. I guess it's not that huge of a deal, but I want it to be the same size of roof. Anyways, so I get inspiration, or I can get inspiration from real life buildings, which is where that whole Odium deal comes in. Ooh, okay. Hup, there we go. But yeah, so that's another place I get inspiration. And then if I don't really know what to build, or needing just kind of a kickstart, I like to go onto Google and look up just bases or different builds that people have done, as well as look on YouTube. I also like to watch like Wells Knight. I get a lot of inspiration from Wells Knight because he's an awesome builder, so I like to kind of get inspiration from him. Like one of the builds I'm really looking forward to doing is going to be based off of one of his builds from Hermitcraft Season 4. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And then the next question from her is, what is your favorite color and why? And my favorite color is red. And the reason being, I've just always liked red. I don't really have a good reason, I don't think, as far as why that's my favorite color. I've always really liked red. That's always been the color of my choice. I guess if I had to specifically say a reason, so I'm a big baseball fan. And my baseball team that I really, really, really like, I'm a huge diehard fan of this team. It's the St. Louis Cardinals. And their colors are red and navy blue. And so I guess that could have something to do with it as well. And I'm really hoping I don't bust into... Okay, good. Okay, yeah. I'm holding my breath so that I don't bust into the overground portions. Okay. Yeah. I think we gotta go one more over. And this is really going to be close. This is cutting it very close. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. Whew. Okay. So. And then the next color is, where is your favorite place to go vacationing? The beach. I think the beach is really relaxing. It gets my creative juices flowing. It gets my it just kind of overall relaxes me super well and kind of resets my whole clock. So definitely the beach. We went to Panama City Beach as a family this past year, and that was really, really fun. We went deep sea fishing and that type of stuff. The other thing I really like to go, and I guess I could call it vacationing because it really kind of like resets me. And that would be going to baseball games. Although it usually is just like a one-time trip. You know, it's not like I'm staying there for a week and going to baseball game every day for a week, though, you know, eventually I would like to do that. But I still enjoy that, and that's definitely one of the ways that I kind of unwind myself after just kind of working myself into the ground, I guess. would be the way to do that. So the beach and baseball games, especially Cardinals games. But sometimes they give me a heart attack all the same. So that's not really super relaxing. And then Sassy Rogue also asks, what place would you like to visit in the future and why? And this is an interesting question. I have mentioned a couple times, not necessarily on this channel, but just overall, I've always wanted to go overseas. So I was raised Catholic, and I still am. I still practice Catholicism. And one of the big things in the Catholic Church is Rome and Vatican City, to be exact. And so I've always really liked the idea of going and visiting Vatican City and Rome and going overseas and that. And then the other thing is my family is of German descent. So I have a lot of German blood in me. And so I would also really like to go and visit Germany and kind of get that whole German experience going, because I think it's a really cool culture, and I would really love to visit and see kind of basically where my ancestors are from. So that's some place. And then the final question from her is, what mod pack would you like to try and why? And I actually have a question, or I have an answer to this that cannot be answered until tomorrow, the day after this video comes out. And the reason being is because I have a new series coming out, and it may or may not be related to this question. And I'll just leave it at that, and you guys can all kind of guess based off of that, as far as what mod pack or what the new series is. But yes, I do have a new series coming out, and that mod pack I'm excited, or if it is a mod pack, I'm excited to try it, I guess. Okay, yes, it is a modded series. You got me. You caught me in my string of trying to be sneaky and not give away what it is. But yes, it is a modded series, and you guys will be able to see the first episode explaining what the plan is and all that fun stuff. And that'll come out tomorrow. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, and then I have one final question, and that's from Vanilla Raccoon, who is who's somebody I met at Mindfair, and I'm really excited that I did meet him. Seems like a really cool dude, and I look forward to possible collabs in the future with him. So he asks, what is your favorite series currently running on the channel and why? And that's a tough one because currently I have 2 series running on the channel, and that is this world, which is kind of my creative outpost, my creative everything, everything that I expect, or everything that I kind of want in a world. So this is all me all the time. And then there's Odium, and that's currently running, not counting the new series that's coming up, though that's going to be a really fun series as well. But then there's Odium, which is kind of a completely different building process, because I have to build my my builds based off of the other people on the server. So it does provide a little bit of difficulty, but a difficulty that I think is very productive, in the sense of very productive and challenging, and makes you think in different ways. So Odium and BrownieLand both have a special place in my heart. So I would have to say it's a tie between the two series I am currently running on the channel. So, yeah, with that being said, though, this video is way longer than I had originally intended it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Also, I have very limited time left anyways to record this. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you really enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, whoops. Also, if you guys want to get into those books, those are being saved in the world. As soon as we get some more projects done, those will have a special place. But if you want to get into the world that way, make sure you comment down below in the videos. Make a meaningful comment. Also, you can ask questions, very similar to the question and answer I just did. You can ask questions in the comments, and I will try to answer them as best as I possibly can. If I don't answer them in a video, I will either make a tweet about them, or I will reply to your comment with the answer. But thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.